As Americans have gone deeper into debt, a growing number have been exposed to the tactics of debt collectors. There are supposed to be strict limits on just how far they can go, but we found the rules often ignored in a shocking, behind-the-scenes look at just how sneaky and crude some debt collectors can be.
2:57 a.m. Yes, Mr. Anson, this is the gentleman that was just at your door, who you refused to open the door or talk with.
This phone call was made by a debt collector to a laid-off executive who had fallen behind on his car payments.
And if you refuse to answer the door to me, I guarantee you I will wake up every neighbor in your entire building. Okay, and I'll let everybody know you don't know how to pay your bills.
The foul language, the threatening tactics, and the timing of the call in the middle of the night are all entirely illegal under federal law, but quite common, according to at least one former debt collector.
Mean works better than nice.
Mean works better than nice.
In the terms of being a debt collector, it does.
Until he quit the industry in disgust with himself, Mike Flanagan was that kind of debt collector, making big money on the phone as Mr. Mean.
I was not only Mr. Mean, but I trained others on how to be Mr. Mean. When I first became a bill collector, I had absolutely no idea how ruthless and mean I could be, and for God's sakes, I was a U.S. Marine.
And debt collectors across the country have been caught on tape doing their own version of Mr. Mean. Tapes provided to 2020 by consumers and their lawyers.
Second of all, ma'am, learn English. Get an education. Since you're sitting on your fat derriere all day long.
You're just a loser. You're a loser. That's why you're in collections. Because you owe money you can't pay. Why don't you just go jump in front of a train? Why don't you do that? Get it over with.
Some people you can be completely polite and sweet to. Other people, you ram your fist down their throat and you pull the money out from their gullet. But you get the money.
Hey, Greg, you got my breakfast ready? Where's my biscuits and orange marmalade and sausage? Where's my $40,000 that you owe me?
In this call, the debt collector is not only rude, but in violation of federal law, as he threatens to tell others about the consumer's debt.
Oh, I guess I'm going to have to call this other phone number I got. See if your ex-girlfriend can get in contact with you. We'll see if we can't get her riled up enough to get you riled up to get you on the telephone. You make the decision. You want to be a man, or you want to hide behind the telephone like a little bitty mouse?
What do you think of that?
If you think for 1 minute I'm going to defend that, you're terribly wrong. It violates the law in so many ways. Hi, Jennifer. This is
Roseanne Anderson is the general counsel of the Debt Collectors Trade Organization. She says the vast majority of the country's debt collectors follow the law and provide an important public service to the economy, collecting billions of dollars a year owed to American businesses.
There is nothing wrong with being a debt collector. In fact, I applaud that choice as a profession.
I need you to stop calling my dog.
No, I'm not, because I'm not going to do that.
Among the most frequent complaints, the illegal practice of calling consumers' workplaces to reveal the debt to others. There are also thousands of complaints about debt collectors threatening dire consequences, falsely implying consumers have committed a crime.
Because I'll put your ass in jail.
Another violation of federal law.
Do you want to go to the big house?
The what?
Big house. That's what they call prison in America.
But the most common complaint involves the kind of thing that left Loida Riptos of Minnesota in tears, trying to collect from someone who does not legally owe the money.
I don't want to pay a debt which is not mine.
Even after she filed a police report about a case of identity theft, debt collectors continued to hound her to pay a $1,200 credit card bill for an account someone else had opened in her name.
You know, they keep on calling me and saying...
After you filed the police report?
Yeah, after they file a police report, they keep on calling me and try to get that money.
6 other companies had stopped their collection efforts, but not Apex Financial and its collector, Mel Barrero.
I didn't call you to go through this whole ordeal all over again.
What are you? Are you going to
I am the guy who is going to end your life. That's who I am.
End my life? What, are you going to kill me?
No, ma'am, I
have no right to tell me that you're going to end my life.
I have every right to tell you that.
This building in Tempe, Arizona, is the Apex Financial Calling Center where Barrero worked. We tracked Barrero down here in Phoenix, and he promised to meet us in this parking lot to tell us his side of the story, but he never showed up. On the phone, he said, the abusive phone call was the result of pressure that he was under from Apex to meet his weekly quota of collections.
You're the one who's refusing to pay your bill.
In a statement to 2020, Apex Financial said the collector, Barrero, was fired for other reasons, and that the phone call made by Barrero should not cast a shadow upon the hard work and ethical conduct of other Apex debt collectors, all of whom it said, including Barrero, go through a rigorous training program.
A good debt collector, his or her job is to help find a solution.
But for the consumers, they're not really their friends.
They're not their enemies.
They're not?
No. No, absolutely not. A debt collector is not the enemy of the consumer.
Flanagan says the best thing consumers can do to stop people like him is contact the Federal Trade Commission, get a lawyer, and get the proof on tape.
I am the guy who was going to end your life.
Why don't you just go jump in front of a train?
If someone knocks on your door, jackass, open it, you